Hello, I am Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz on October 26, 2012, 2:30 a.m. Birmingham, Alabama. Topic: Hurricane Sandy, or rather Tropical Storm Sandy. They're trying to tag it now as a possible another perfect storm, just like the one that hit the Atlantic in 1991. They're saying now that everything is right and ripe for this hurricane to follow the route that the one did in 1991, but there is a problem when they said that it did in 1991, because the hurricane that hit in 1991 that took out Bush's home in Kennebunkport, Maine, that storm brewed and grew and hatched in the Atlantic, not off the coast of South Africa, where they usually come from, and then up into the waters of the Atlantic between Africa and the United States. This storm is not that storm. This storm is not a perfect storm. In fact, this storm will not go into the northeast Atlantic and brew and grow and get bigger and cause a lot of damage. And the reason I'm saying this is, unless we are somehow, some way in Israel or meeting in another place about giving up land, then this hurricane won't hurt us. But if you see in the news that Clinton or Biden or anyone else with that authority goes to Israel, or either Benjamin Netanyahu comes here and they discuss land, then, and if it's precisely on the date that that storm is brewing, then it will hit that day. Otherwise, it's not going to be a biggie at all. There's a lot of prophecies through in the news and dreams and visions, and I have some prophecy in the news right now that's interesting, but the ones through the dreams and the visions, they're reluctant to release them, and I still don't know why, except it has something to do either with Obama, possible re-election, or something that they really need to research and study somehow, some way, as to what they're going to tell us is true or legitimate, or did they have a regular dream that just was crazy? So I know some of these people, and this is why I say this, they're sitting on this information, and but I'm going to go ahead and tell you the latest right now. It's not much. Again, earthquakes, when I say they're on the rise, that's a misnomer. They have been on the rise. They are still growing monthly in numbers, and more 5.6s than we've ever had or above. Oklahoma just had a recent dust bowl effect. I talked to a woman there yesterday, and she told me just that. She said she's been there for 34 years, and she said, I have never seen anything like this. Well, this was a tiny, tiny, tiny recap of what they went through in the Dust Bowl in the late 20s and early 30s. All right, more big fish kill. I don't mean sardines or whitefish. Big fish, dolphins, mini, and seals they're finding washed up on the beaches or either in large numbers floating out in the ocean. More birds. There's a lot of birds still falling out of the sky, and guess what? It's not on New Year's Eve. There's no firecrackers making them do this. Also, HAARP activity is back on the rise. No one knows what they're doing, but I will tell you what one man said that is a pilot of one of these airplanes. I was going to give you the make, but I'm going to withhold that. He said to me basically, if it was dangerous, he said, then why am I not affected? Well, you're anywhere between 20 and 35,000 feet, and it's behind you. And but he didn't buy that. He said it's common for the chemtrail to be being dispersed and for planes following up and going through the chemtrail path. But then they have their full gear on and they're protected. I mean, they always wear it as if they're flying through a dangerous gas or a virus or something like that. But in any case, Kim Il, this guy in North Korea, now I don't know which one particularly they're talking about. There's three of them, or rather two of them and a grandson. In any case, I don't know which one it is, but his wife is missing. And I believe she is in some sort of protection. I believe she abandoned her country, North Korea, with no intentions of ever going back because she knows what's happening there. And so I think she sought asylum. You know, that's what I believe. But it's making headlines. Where is she? They're all looking. And that was after, I think I told you, a Disney World visit, by the way. Also, I believe by late Friday, like tonight, or Saturday, more prophecies via dreams and visions will be flowing in. As to the hold on to these things and not being released, I don't know. In another dream, Asians once again seen in dreams, and these Asians are patrolling American beaches. So that's what I have right now. And again, you guys in the Northeast, I do not believe I would worry about any type of a perfect storm there, because everything God has done was a complete surprise or a complete turn of this storm or whatever. It was an instant thing. And the perfect storm brewed, talked about it, but it sat there. Now, when Bush Sr. went to the Accords and sat down at the table, and when he mentioned peace, within an hour of peace, his house disappeared. So I don't believe that this storm, Sandy, is going to be any more powerful than what it is, a tropical storm. Jody Wolf, Expoz.